Okay, let's look at it another way. So Brock kind of did save Kyle's job. Came in at the right time. If he wasn't there, who knows? The other way, though, would people know who Brock Purdy is if he had been drafted or signed by any other team? Do you think he'd be a starter in the league? Would his rise have been inevitable, or was he in the right place at the right time?
Well, he's definitely was in the right place at the right time, right? Because it took 2 players falling down for him to get there, and then he had to beat a nobody in Nate Sudfeld. So he essentially had to wait for 3 quarterbacks to collapse, even though one of them he did it on his own, right, in training camp. And then I think also
for the team to trade for Christian McCaffrey too. Don't play before then. After.
I think also another thing is maybe even also the branding too, because he gets the spotlight. If this thing is like, if he's like drafted by the Carolina Panthers last, like, is he really getting this blown up the same way? Because no one cares about the Panthers. Even when Cam Newton was there, like, sure, they were talking about them, but it's like, bro, like, it's not the same as when you're a big brand like the 49ers or Cowboys or Steelers or whatever teams you want to talk about. Yeah, Packers, or maybe Chiefs now, I guess. So I just don't think that would have been the same at all. And then I'm trying to think about 2022, who were quarterback needy teams at that time? Like, just to actually like make it more practical, like, who were quarterback needed teams?
Pittsburgh needed a team.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if he would have succeeded with Matt Canada over there. Like,
yeah, exactly. So that, like, the system goes well too, because Shanahan was a great, like, Shanahan may not be the quarterback whisperer, but his system is a quarterback. Like, in terms of him developing quarterbacks, he may not be that, but he's definitely one where like a system like a quarterback can thrive in, if not all of them. Like, so there's no way. Yeah, Matt Canada. Like, hell no. Like, how many times have I seen Steelers fans or content creators like just smack talk him so much on that app? It was so crazy. So no, I don't think he would have done well. And it's a cold weather city, right?
I'm not sure he'd ever be. I mean, the fact that he became a starter with the Niners was improbable to begin with, but they're the only team that saw him fit to be a draft pick. He would have been on a practice squad. He would have been an undrafted free agent. He would have gotten an opportunity eventually, but would it have been on a good team? Would he have gone on a 12-game winning streak like he did with the 49ers? Would he be seen as this Cinderella story, this Disney story? Like, I don't think so. And I think that's why he needs to keep that in perspective. Like, yes, he did save some people's jobs, and yes, he's a really good player, but man, the Niners made you. Get started at factormeals.com/Cohn50off and use code Cohn50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Dude, you were like, no one thought anything of Brock coming out of high school. No one. No one thought anything of Brock coming out of college. He was a starter for 4 years in high school, a starter for 4 years in college. He had ample opportunity to show that he was special. He couldn't. And then on the Niners, he did. Joe Montana went to Notre Dame. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not many examples of diamonds in the rough in Niners history like Brock's supposed to be. So, yeah, right place, right time.
Yeah, and talk about right place, right time. And it's just last pick. Like, you're talking about fringe undrafted free agent. And even then, if you missed out on that, if they didn't take him, like, where is he signing at? Like, remember, like, didn't even John Lynch joke at the press conference or something like that? Like, oh, I always joke with him, like, would you think you would have signed with this? And he's like, yeah, no way was he signing with you guys. You guys had Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo's weird situation at that time when he was supposed to get traded, but we didn't know, because remember, that whole offseason was so entertaining. It's like, dude, Jimmy Garoppolo's still on the team. That's how you started going on a meme tour. Is like, it's like day 300 and Jimmy Garoppolo's still on the team. And it's like, what's going on here? There's no way Brock was going to sign with them. Like, it's just, I think that's just what makes the story, like, no matter what you think about Brock as a player, is like, that's such a fascinating, crazy story. And that's what makes sports, especially football, like, so great. It's like, wow, like, what on earth? Like, you're not seeing this in basketball, because number one, basketball only has like only a couple rounds, right? And then number two, it's like the odds of a 7th rounder in any capacity becoming a starter, especially a quarterback. Like, I know people say like, oh, Tom Brady is like, yeah, well, you know what? It's not like Brady was like hitting the ground running like that compared to like Brock was. It's just
Brady went to Michigan. Like, Brady, when he came out of high school, clearly was higher regarded. That's the thing about Purdy. You watched the Bussin' with the Boys thing, right?
Yeah, he pretty much said he was a late bloomer. He was like, yeah, it wasn't until my last month of high school recruiting that I barely got a few. And then he said same thing about college. So he's like, not a Johnny come lately. Maybe he is a Johnny come lately, I guess you can kind of say, in a way. That feels a little harsh.
He's either a late bloomer, the entire world has no idea how to scout the quarterback position and doesn't value the right traits,
that
or
one
he was in the right place at the right time, man. or a combination?
It's definitely the second one for sure. There's a lot, but I think that's every team. I think that's almost every team. No, it's not just like it's like that's why we have a mass quarterback starters that just like, are these guys supposed to be starters? Like, what's going on here? Like, they don't know what they're looking at. They put them in the wrong system, and then they don't get going. Like, just imagine how many quarterbacks if we just put them in different teams. It's like if you put him there, this would have been so much better. Like
that's
hell,
true.
you could probably say the same thing for Trey Lance. Like, it's like, oh, he had everything. It's like, yeah, but because he had everything, that's what made him like have no leash, no leeway. And like he might have still been a stinky player, but I don't know if you just put him on the Panthers, like you put Bryce Young, it's like, oh, now you got to play, and guess what? If you suck, you're gonna keep playing, and maybe that would have benefited.
What would Trey Lance be right now if he had 25 starts under his belt, like every other top 10 pick ever? What would he be? I don't know. We'll never know.
Imagine if he didn't skip his season. Like, there's just dude. Purdy being a starter, like he just needs to be very fortunate. I think that goes to the point where people thought he would take more of a discount. It's like, well, you should be fortunate. They took you. You're the reason. Like, a large reason why you were good here is because of where you were drafted, who you were with. And while that's largely true, it's like that wasn't really going to play a fact in him like taking like $35 million a year. Like, come on, like come on, like that wasn't going to work. But I remember that was like a factoring point of pushing. Like, that's why he's going to take a discount. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Ricky Williams says our secondary is shaky, fellas. Need a cornerback and free safety. Which one do you think they need more? Cornerback,
safety? Safety? What the hell? Yeah. What do you even have? Your safeties are a guy coming off an ACL and a Jair Brown who just has an ankle scope, who was arguably your worst defensive player. I'd say he was the worst defensive player. I think he was the worst player in general.
What did you see from Jair Brown last as a fellow DB?
Oh my God. Terrible angles, soft, like no cover. Like, what did he? It just pissed me off watching him, like, dude, trying to like chicken wing everyone, and like, you know, when you're trying to lay them out, like missed tackles, like, but it's the angles that he just took, and just like the feel for like he just felt like he just lost confidence to a degree. Maybe that's because of Sorensen. Maybe that's because I don't know. Like, to me, I saw him in position many a time, so that's why I didn't blame Sorensen. And that was a lot of players. That's why I think Sorensen gets a bad rap. It's just like, make the play, man. You know how to be a playmaker. That's the reason why you got drafted out of Penn State. You had so many picks, so many turnovers created, so many impactful plays that you just forgot. And it's not like his rookie year he was stellar or anything. Like, he had some nice shining moments, but he had a lot of low moments. The point was, second year leap, you're gonna take that leap. And he didn't. He was just such a liability. I could see him on the way out after this year or getting phased out for Jason Pinnock, because what did Saleh have? Saleh's not attached to him. Saleh has the autonomy now. Now, if like you're him, it's like, I haven't seen this guy yet. I've only seen him on film. Pinnock's my selection. Is he even going to be ready by day one of training camp? I know Shanahan said so, but let's see. What if there's like some hiccups? You never know. So at this, safety's like all bad right now, man. I just think now the 49ers have to like rewrite their own history. They got to learn from last year's mistakes. They're in the same situation they are in safety now that they were last year, where it's like, it's looking very like questionable, but we want to wait and see through training camp, and then we'll play through it. And then they were comfortable through it, and it just didn't work out. So no, like, guess what? You have the same last year. And they have the same and they have the same safeties as last year available that they do this year. Justin Simmons and Julian Blackman. It's like, go get one of them or do something. Like, it's not even about like maximizing Super Bowl. It's about maximizing, it's about ensuring your defense isn't that bad, because you do want to feel like a somewhat competent back end of the defense. It's just very bad. It's just a very bad situation right on that safety.